It just was such a huge dichotomy nobody was expecting that at all. Although we have always been fascinated by the moon, our nearest celestial neighbor, new information from the James Webb Space Telescope has revealed something startling. A huge structure has been found deep beneath the moon's far side, leading to speculations that could permanently change how we perceive this celestial body. What is this massive structure, and what does it portend for lunar exploration in the future? The James Webb Space Telescope, known as the Eyes of the Universe, is a technological wonder. In addition to a significant advancement in space exploration, it can now see farther into the cosmos than ever before, thanks to its infrared capabilities, finding black holes, distant galaxies, and young stars. However, what if the most amazing discovery made by the JWST was located only a few hundred kilometers from Earth rather than billions of light years away? The Moon. Since the beginning of space research, mankind has examined our nearest cosmic neighbor in great detail. Nonetheless, many of its deeper mysteries remain unsolved. Using state-of-the-art technology, scientists have now found an anomaly on the moon's far side that is so massive and enigmatic that it contradicts all of our preconceived notions about Earth's most recognizable satellite. Much closer objects have also been used to train the James Webb Space Telescope, which is intended to observe distant cosmic occurrences. Something enormous and strange has been discovered by the telescope's infrared senses, hidden beneath the moon's far side. Even the most experienced astronomers were taken aback by the discovery. Although the JWST's primary goal was to study galaxies, it also included our own solar system, and the moon, which was originally believed to be well mapped, was an ideal subject. Is this enormous structure a geological anomaly, an ancient artifact, or an alien base? Regardless of the solution, this finding may alter our perception of the moon and our position in the cosmos. Mystery has always surrounded the moon's far side, a land of mysteries. Despite being as close to us as the visible side, it remained a dark, uncharted area for generations. The phrase, "dark side of the moon," is actually deceptive because of tidal locking, which occurs when the moon rotates on its axis at the same speed as it orbits the Earth. The moon's far side never faces Earth. Because of this, we can only see the moon's near side from the surface. Numerous speculations, some more outlandish than others, have been sparked by the moon's far side. Throughout history, the moon has been associated with myths and gods by ancient societies, who frequently saw it as a mysterious and dangerous location. But as space exploration progressed, the moon was transformed from a celestial body to a tangible entity that humans could investigate. The Soviet Union's Luna 3 spacecraft provided the first clear image of the moon's far side in 1959. Numerous space agencies have since made an effort to map and investigate the secret hemisphere. However, humankind did not make its first landing on the far side until the Chang'e 4 expedition in 2019. Curiosity over this enigmatic planet was rekindled after the Chinese Space Agency made a spectacular soft landing on the moon's far side. However, a truly astounding finding beneath the far side of the moon was not made until the JWST trained its powerful infrared sensors on the moon. A huge, dense structure that was buried miles down in the lunar crust was discovered by scientists. Natural geological processes, like impact cratering or volcanic activity, could not account for this structure's size. The idea that this might be an artificial structure, something that was put on the moon by a highly developed civilization, perhaps long before humans existed, is now being entertained by some scientists. Although the moon's far side has long been the subject of conjecture and fantasy, the finding of this enormous structure lends additional credence to the speculations of an ancient alien outpost or a secret lunar society. What kind of structure might this be? Is it the remains of something far older and more enigmatic than we could have ever guessed, or was it constructed by extraterrestrial life forms? Is this finding on the moon's far side a result of the moon's complicated geological past, or might it be evidence of an old lunar civilization? A huge discovery, the structure under the moon. Early investigation revealed that the structure beneath the moon's surface is not only massive, but also possesses several odd characteristics that are difficult to explain. Scientists have located this enormous asteroid by combining gravity data from orbiting spacecraft with infrared images from the James Webb Space Telescope. We have never seen anything like it on the moon before. Estimates indicate that the structure's area is greater than that of the majority of the world's greatest cities, which is astounding. Additional evidence that the item might not be a natural development comes from the gravity readings, which show that it is abnormally dense in relation to the surrounding lunar material. According to some of the most sophisticated theories proposed by scientists, this object might represent the remains of a huge ancient building that was constructed by a society that was far more developed than our own. The features of the object are too symmetrical to be the product of a geological event that happened at random, with elements that imply a design much beyond what nature could have produced. It seems to have been purposefully built. This might be a massive subterranean city or a scientific facility constructed long before man ever set foot on the moon. The idea that this structure was not only constructed but may still be standing is among the strongest hypotheses. According to some academics, it might contain antiquated technology that is just waiting for the next generation of lunar explorers to find it. If this is true, the moon may be the key to revealing a more intricate and profound history of life beyond Earth, in addition to being a silent watcher of Earth's past. Is this enormous symmetrical structure an odd geological aberration that casts doubt on our knowledge of the moon, or might it be evidence of a long-gone civilization? Wonders of nature or alien bases? It's not surprising that there are as many different and fascinating hypotheses about this enigmatic structure that lies beneath the surface. Those who believe in extraterrestrial life have offered some of the most intriguing possibilities. Could this enormous building be the remains of an extraterrestrial facility that has been buried for ages deep within the moon? Although the notion of an extraterrestrial base on the moon has been a mainstay of UFO ideas for many years, it is only now that this peculiar building has been found that the concept looks more likely than ever. It might have been built by aliens who formerly lived on the moon or possibly utilized it as a base for intergalactic travel. If this edifice is actually man-made, conversely, other researchers interpret data with greater caution. They suggest that the structure might be a naturally occurring geological feature that was created by volcanic activity or an impact that occurred ages ago. Given the numerous craters and scars left by cosmic impacts on the moon's surface, it is not completely implausible that the structure represents an ancient natural formation that has not yet been fully comprehended. One thing is certain, though: the question of whether or not life, alien or otherwise, was ever present on the moon has been rekindled by the finding of this enormous edifice. Is this structure the result of natural geological causes, or might it represent evidence of an old alien presence on the moon? Every new theory adds to the puzzle. Gravity measurements have been essential in determining the precise location and size of the enigmatic object. Even though infrared imaging offered the first hint, only a massive, dense object beneath the surface could account for the gravitational anomaly. These measurements show, and these findings imply, that a big object, perhaps formed of denser materials or possibly metallic, is buried deep beneath the moon's far side. In contrast to the rather uniform gravity readings on the moon's near side, it is impossible to exaggerate in terms of the significance of gravity measurements. The structure might have gone unnoticed in the absence of this information. The gravitational field anomalies imply that the object is so huge that it has a detectable impact on the lunar environment. These measures are essential for figuring out the structure's composition as well as its size. Is this only a geological feature created by seismic changes and impact craters, Or might it represent the remains of a long-gone civilization? For now, researchers are still examining the data in an effort to learn more about the actual nature of the structure. Future lunar expeditions could yield more information and possibly even a more detailed view of the structure as technology develops. What do these gravity anomalies teach us, and how can they reveal the moon's secret history? Is it possible that life has existed on the moon throughout history? Many myths and stories have revolved around the moon. The moon was considered divine by many ancient cultures, and some even conjectured that it was inhabited by gods, spirits, or otherworldly beings. But is there any truth to these myths? Could it be that, long before humanity ever traveled into space, the moon was home to a highly developed civilization? A lunar civilization is not as implausible as it may appear. The idea that the moon may have once supported a highly developed civilization is somewhat supported by the finding of the enormous structure beneath its surface. What might have happened to such a civilization, if it ever existed? Did it just disappear into the annals of history, or was it destroyed by a calamitous event? The idea that remnants of this civilization may have been buried beneath the moon's surface is among the more intriguing possibilities. Advanced technology, building fragments, or other relics that can offer crucial hints regarding the beginnings of life beyond Earth could be examples of these traces. Is this merely a creation of human imagination, or may the moon have once been a bustling center of life? Technology and time will tell. There has never been a more thrilling time to explore the moon. Even though the finding of the enormous structure beneath the moon's far side is revolutionary, it's just the beginning. With its cutting-edge capabilities, the James Webb Space Telescope is creating opportunities that were previously unthinkable. This groundbreaking finding is the first of several that have the potential to completely transform space travel. JWST will continue to uncover new details about our nearest cosmic neighbor by mapping even the most distant objects in our solar system and detecting subtle infrared fingerprints. However, the combination of innovative technologies and daring new lunar missions is what will really unlock the potential of lunar exploration. With organizations like NASA, ESA, and private businesses collaborating to push the limits of space travel, lunar exploration is about to enter a new golden age. The far side of the moon is one of the important features that is still mainly unexplored. Scientists intend to deploy far more sophisticated rovers and landers to the moon's far side in the upcoming years as part of additional lunar missions. The secrets of this far-off area will be further unraveled by these missions, which may also provide other hints regarding the enormous structure that the James Webb Telescope has found. With the advancement of technology, we might soon be able to dig further into the lunar surface and obtain tangible samples that could aid in determining the nature of the structure. Is this building a remnant of a long-gone lunar society, or is it something else entirely? For millions of years, an artifact from the moon's violent past was concealed from the world's view. The next stage of lunar exploration will concentrate on gaining a deeper grasp of the moon's geology. In addition to providing insight into the structure found by the JWST, drilling deeper will assist us in understanding the moon's origins. Scientists can discover more unusual characteristics and gain insight into the Earth history of our solar system by examining the moon's crust. The most important findings in contemporary science may soon result from research as space agencies consider sending humans back to the moon. An exciting new age in space exploration has begun with the discovery of a massive structure beneath the moon's surface. What will we learn when we ultimately visit the far side in person, and what new technologies and discoveries will future lunar trips bring? Together, we will uncover the secrets of the moon. One country can no longer handle the burden of lunar exploration alone. The moon's secrets are of an unprecedented type, necessitating the cooperation and experience of space agencies worldwide. International collaborations will be essential to understanding the moon's surface and hidden features, as the James Webb Space Telescope continues to provide priceless data. Historically, superpowers have primarily been in charge of lunar missions. China's Chang'e missions, the Soviet Union's Luna program, and the United States Apollo missions have all made substantial contributions to our understanding of the Moon. Nonetheless, nations who were former rivals in space are now working together more as interest in lunar exploration grows. For instance, NASA is working with the European Space Agency, ESA, and other foreign partners on the Artemis mission, which intends to send humans back to the Moon by 2025. Exploration will go more quickly thanks to these partnerships, which will enable the sharing of resources and knowledge. Alongside government organizations, private businesses like SpaceX are advancing technology in spaceflight. The huge structure found beneath the Moon's far side may serve as a catalyst for global collaboration. Any one country cannot claim the building as its own discovery. Because of its potential significance, there is hope that by involving several countries, the pooled knowledge and resources will be able to shed more light on the numerous questions this enigmatic construction presents. We may anticipate a coordinated effort by space agencies worldwide to conduct more in-depth research on the Moon's far side in the upcoming years. This will probably entail the first-ever landing of humans in this area, the establishment of long-term lunar bases, and the start of more in-depth exploration missions that may provide answers to many of the mysteries surrounding the Moon's past and future. It is impossible to overestimate the importance of international cooperation in lunar exploration. We are in a position to produce significant discoveries that will influence space research for many years to come, thanks to the combined resources, experience, and understanding of several nations. How can international cooperation change the course of space exploration, and what might it uncover about the Moon's secret structure? As more is discovered about the enormous object on the Moon's far side, the mystery grows. There is one question that dominates the others: what is underneath? Although the first discoveries made by the James Webb Space Telescope were revolutionary, the structure itself is still unknown. Experts have been baffled by its size, density, and odd appearance, but no one is certain of its true nature. According to some scientists, the formation might represent a huge impact crater that was formed underground millions of years ago by a catastrophic collision with an asteroid or comet. The odd gravitational anomalies found by spacecraft orbiting the Moon could be explained by this theory. The dense metallic core found beneath the surface might have been the result of an impact of that size. Others speculate that the building might represent the ruins of an old lunar settlement or city, possibly constructed by a highly developed extraterrestrial society. The notion that extraterrestrial life might use the Moon as a base is not new. From ancient astronaut theories to more recent conjectures based on inexplicable lunar features, theories have been around for decades. Is this structure evidence of the presence of extraterrestrial life on the Moon? There's also the chance that the structure is the product of unidentified natural geological processes. Violent cosmic impacts have shaped the Moon's history, and a unique seismic activity that took place billions of years ago may have produced intricate subterranean architecture. Impact craters are scattered across the Moon's surface, but the features we are currently witnessing are unprecedented. Whatever the reality, one thing is certain: the identification of the structure creates a whole new area of research. Future missions could be able to delve further into the Moon's surface and learn more about its secret past. As technology develops, this finding might just be the beginning of a slew of amazing discoveries on the Moon and its actual significance in our solar system's history. Is the building the product of a vanished civilization, an impact from long ago, or something more remarkable? The mystery only gets more complex as study goes on. What is actually contained in the Moon? Ancient tales and contemporary space exploration both use the Moon as a symbol of mystery. We are removing the layers of this celestial body as our technology develops, exposing mysteries.